The Jesus Story, Chapter 11, The Betrayal. Jesus went to a quiet garden on the hillside to pray, asking Peter, James, and John to wait nearby while he went to talk to his Father. His heart was filled with sadness, and he cried out, "Oh, Father, is there any other way? Does it have to happen like this?" Yet his very next words were, "But let it be not as I want, but as you want." What was going to happen would be terrible, but Jesus had chosen freely to do it. He knew this was the only way to save God's children. He needed to take their sins upon himself, and he needed to take their punishment too. He would be their scapegoat so they could be free from their sins and free to be close to God again. But he knew it was going to be very hard. The disciples dozed off. At last he awoke them to say, "The hour has come. Get up, for the one who betrayed me is here." At that moment, a huge crowd of people burst into the garden with lanterns and swords and clubs. At the head of them all was Judas Iscariot. He had told the chief priest that he would kiss Jesus so that they would know whom to arrest. And as Judas approached him, Jesus said sadly, "Oh, Judas, would you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?" Simon Peter was filled with anger and struck out with a sword, cutting off the hair of the high priest's servant. But Jesus calmed him and healed the man's hair, saying, "Don't you think my Father would send a host of angels to save me if I asked him to? This has to happen. How else can all the prophets said about me be fulfilled?" Get turned to the soldiers. Um, he turned to the soldiers. "I'm the one you have come to find," he said quietly. "Let the others go. You had no need to come with swords and clubs." The disciples were filled with despair. They could see that Jesus wasn't going to try to escape or fight. And as he let himself be arrested, they ran away in fear and went into hiding. The guards led Jesus to the house of Caiaphas, the chief priest of the Jews. He was waiting for them along with the other high priests. They needed to find a reason to order Jesus' execution, but they had a problem. They didn't have any evidence against him. To overcome this obstacle, they paid some people to come and tell lies about him. Unfortunately, the witnesses couldn't seem to agree on the same story. Caiaphas decided that the easiest thing would be to get Jesus to commit blasphemy. Blasphemy is speaking about God in a disrespectful way. So he said to Jesus, "Tell us, are you the Son of God?" "You have said it yourself," Jesus answered. "And I will tell you this. You will see the Son of God sitting at the right hand of the Almighty God, riding on the clouds of heaven." "Enough!" Caiaphas cried. "This man claims to be the Son of God. This is blasphemy. He must die."